Go on, open the
But
window.
it's such a fucking in-joke.
Your suggestion was actually like normal.
What?
I can't remember what it was, but you actually came up with like a normal
Listen,
suggestion.
you might want to clear the area because I was a bit absent-minded and I fired.
Oh no.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Episode 1.
Episode 1. Hello.
Welcome to the Clueless podcast. Or
Oh,
Clueless the podcast.
This is weird.
What
The
is
amount of
Clueless?
the amount of times that we've like been setting this up and now we're finally actually doing it.
How's that weird?
Because
Surely
I
a
don't
good
know.
thing. We'll see things to do.
I don't feel like I've got enough to say that's podcast worthy.
I have not. Oh God.
Speak for yourself.
It's not time to have a crisis, Ben.
Apologize.
Episode 1. Hello, Clueless
Right.
podcast. We meant to do this.
Hello and welcome to the Clueless
Should we
podcast.
introduce ourselves this time?
No, we're still going. Well, that's fine. We'll keep it in.
Yeah, we should introduce ourselves though.
I'm Ben Robinson, up and coming talent.
Episode 1.
Hello and welcome to the Clueless podcast. Right.
This is Ben, the mastermind behind the
Yeah.
operations. It's Faizan, the moral support, and I'm just here because they're using my flat.
We would have a TV studio.
Yeah,
We would have a TV studio.
Yeah.
doing this. I love the fact that everything was fine until the thing came on, and like
Yeah.
I was the one who's the most apprehensive, and I seem to be doing fine. But you two are like you had a full-on breakdown for like a minute talking about somebody sending submissions, and Melina's like, "Yeah, it's just my apartment, so that's what I'm doing it."
Well,
That's nothing what I sound like. If you're going to do an impression of me, do it
I
right.
mean, I'm not. I can't. Not
we can't think it
Maybe
on the
sound
first
like
episode.
Ben.
Are you mad? We can't. This can't be the first and only episode. We're going. Fuck it. I'm going and just walk out.
I can't do impressions. Can you do impressions?
I did a pretty good one on the group chat the other day, didn't I?
Yeah, but
yeah.
like got famous people though, isn't it? Not people that we know, but like famous
I do a pretty good Nelson Mandela.
Let's not.
Yeah, 1 minute, hang on. Episode 1!
I'm not going to do it, but I
You do a pretty good Nelson Mandela.
yeah, through practice.
Oh, sweet. Melina,
Practice.
any impressions? Well, if you practice any impression, you could get good at it, but I'm just surprised you went for Nelson Mandela. Is he big in Morecambe?
I do.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome, babe. Bring me sunshine.
I do an excellent Cher impression, but I've currently got a sore throat, so you're not going to hear it yet.
Share impression as in
The
Oh,
singer
singer.
Cher, specifically Believe.
like Cher
Do
Lloyd.
you believe?
Cheryl Cole.
Cher, these from.
Is you being serious? Are you
No, I'm being
fucking
serious.
serious?
I wish I could do the
Do you
impression right now, but it's
believe
been
in
like,
life after
I can
love?
feel something inside me say. Sorry,
That's pretty
I
good.
really don't think I'm strong enough. No. Do you
Do you
believe?
believe?
No matter how hard I try.
This is like
Oh.
being in GCSE maths. I don't know what's going on.
Do a good team.
Like,
some
you
kind of
guys-
fever
it's
dream.
like algebra right now. Like
Maybe we need a Clueless.
you're just
karaoke
singing
now.
songs at me. No one's explained who she is. You just started
She has
singing a
long
song.
black hair.
What else was she in?
She has long black hair.
She's
She
in
did some.
Movies,
She did some charity thing, but I don't think you know from that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
I
Do
don't, I
you
don't know who
believe
Cher
in
is.
life after love? No?
Yeah, you sing the second.
I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think I'm strong. No?
I mean, this is great podcasting. This.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that guy's copyrighted.
Well,
No, my impression
why would
wasn't
it
that
get
good,
copyrighted?
Ben.
We're not using
My
the
impression
music,
wasn't
we're
that
singing
good.
the music.
Right,
So you
okay.
can
Yeah, yeah.
recreate, you can't just use the exact.
No, because I put like a karaoke clip on my YouTube channel.
The Ben Robinson YouTube channel,
Like,
ladies and gentlemen.
You can't actually see because it was always private, but it's from when I just got
You
out.
had a private YouTube channel.
No, it's just I just put it up there so I could send it to people.
Okay.
Big
I see,
My
I
agents.
see, I see. Agents. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
Promoters,
got talent.
bookers.
I'll slide a clip on
Bookers
it.
and all of that, yeah.
I'll slide a clip of me singing "Don't Look Back in Anger" there because it's beautiful.
And Melina did Beat the Frog.
Yes, I came second to someone called Adam Elmy, who's been doing this for years, and that's good enough for me, honestly.
Yeah, Adam's good though, isn't he? Adam is good.
Well done, Adam.
I ran out of material in the last minute, so I had a heckler, and I I got an applause because I said, I've run out of material, so we've got time. Tell me what you were going to say, and then I actually ran out of material. But I had him by the balls by that point, so they were like, what's she going to say next?
Yeah.
So you basically transition to.
Well, so did you have about a minute left?
Yes.
I'm sure you just went.
If in doubt.
Material. You guys got anything?
No. I have to put a link to the clip here because that's essentially what happened.
Listen, you got.
Did you have like a full minute left? Because that's what happened when I did it last time. I had a full minute of like not knowing what
I
to
always
say.
find gong
I
shows.
thought of you when I was up there actually. I thought, oh, Ben did this.
Oh.
He was alright.
That's kind
Yeah.
of sweet, that.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason I didn't wait that.
Yeah.
I was for a minute I was just shy. Well, I wasn't shy. I just didn't say anything.
I just find gong shows
You know what I
really
mean?
funny because like you everywhere else where you think you have like a 5-minute set, but then you go to a gong show and it's like, yeah, I've done my 5-minute set. Why are my 5 minutes not over?
Yeah, I
You
thought
know what
that.
I mean? It's like who's doing the time? They should be like what they should do is like put a clock right in front of the stage, and it goes start the clock. And then
I'm
you
sure
go,
it's
There's
like
a
you.
certain club that used to do that, and I can't remember. It might have been Hot Water. They used to actually have how long you, because that is so much easier.
yeah, exactly. Instead of like going up with a watch and stuff.
Well,
like that.
I've just bought one because I've bought one of like box time Casio watches.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's just you know how long you've
Yeah, but at
done.
the same time, it's like you don't know. So like you can go up and like you can turn it on, but you don't know when they've turned it on.
Yeah.
So like you're
good
both
point.
timekeeping on a different thingy.
I like to set it.
Yeah,
to
that's true. 'Cause
4
are
minutes.
they doing it from when you get introduced, or are they doing it from when you?
Yeah,
Say
when
your
you say the
first-
first thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, which is like, good evening, are you well?
Yeah.
And they'll go, "Hey."
I mean, with them gong shows, like you just gotta go up there and just have as tight of a five that you can. If you're gonna like actually
I
compete.
over tightened. That's why I
Did
ran
you?
material. Yeah, I just condensed everything. Like some of my list of 3 jokes, I just had a list of 1. But that's why I had them by the balls at the beginning.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. Were you quite like rigid with it then? Were you like quite, not like scripts written out, but quite like you know where it's like bam, 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 instead of just like working your way through your material?
Not really, because I just have I when I go on stage, I've been doing this for 2. I've been doing stand for 2 months. I'm no expert,
Well, yeah.
but
yeah.
I have each kind of like bit that you know when you're gonna go see a friend and you know what you're gonna talk to them about, like that. So I know what I'm gonna talk about, but for each joke / bit / story, I just made it each bit shorter. So for example, when I talk about being single and living alone, I used to go, I've gotten really into vinyl. It's hard to find ethical porn. My plants are thriving. I'm not. I just went straight into my plants are thriving. I'm not, because that's the one that will always get the joke, the laugh.
Yeah.
My easiest joke always gets the biggest laugh.
Yeah, but to be fair, that's the
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
when
That happens.
something's effortless and like it's just staring you in the face and then
So I just
instead
like
of making people laugh, doesn't it? Also, I love the fact that you said I'm no expert. Like, you know, yeah,
As
well,
if we,
well,
well,
us two, you
You
know,
both
never
been doing
need
this
any
longer
workshop
than me.
advice.
we've been going for years.
yeah.
What, like, we had a question in, and I might as well do it now, seeing as we're on the topic. But who were like your people that you look up to like start doing it? Like, was there any like comedians in particular? Like the question was like, what's your Mount Rushmore of comedy? But I don't know if that means. I don't know if that means who's your 4 favourites, or is what 4 have changed it. Because I think that's a different question, isn't it?
Is it 4 between us or is it 4 each?
4 each.
Oh shit.
Ooh, because I
I
was.
think I've got. Depends what we're doing. Are we doing favourites, or are we doing people who've changed the game?
I say favourites.
Favourites, yeah.
Change the game is a bit too vague.
Like, yeah.
Well, you're talking about that the early days, Billy Connolly, fucking.
Yeah,
Dave
exactly.
Chappelle,
I don't know.
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
It's
way
such
back.
an easy. Yeah, go on.
So growing up, I was really into. I had this conversation with you when we were stuck on the train once.
Oh yeah.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah.
I was really into Michael McIntyre's Comedy Roadshow. I loved Michael McIntyre as a teenager, and I know that he's probably the most popular. So I think everyone's like different opinions on him, but I really liked when he had the Comedy Roadshow and he took like 3 circuit comedians and had a headline act.
Well, that's where Bridges like got. Well, I think I'm
So
pretty
Kevin
sure
Bridges?
Bridges like he did the roadshow
Yeah.
and then like the week
Catapulted.
after his Edinburgh shows
What,
completely sold.
Kevin Bridges,
Kevin Bridges got
Sarah
his break
Millican,
from that show.
Sarah Millican, John Bishop was on there. Mickey Flanagan was on there. Like so many acts, just because he knew
Jesus, so strong that, isn't it? It's
right.
like for a TV show. Like if you look at Live at the Apollo,
Mhm.
like that's obviously that focuses on bringing people off the circuit.
Yeah, but the
And
roadshow really did it.
changed so many people's lives. But when you look at the lineups that are on,
I always used to think, right, this is going to sound a bit stupid, but I always used to think like the Comedy Roadshow was just a spin-off of Live at the Apollo.
It was.
Because
It
pretty
is.
much is, isn't it?
You know the signage
it's rare.
This is-
behind
this
the
might be
Michael
really-
McIntyre Roadshow.
Sorry to interrupt. This might be really boring. Sorry, but he was. I've read his autobiography. I'm revealing a lot about myself right now. No one's going to want to sleep with me. So he was meant to become the new host of Live at the Apollo, like when Jack B used to do it. but he didn't know how to make enough material, like to have his DVD and to go on tour and to do the road show. But because he'd been going around the circuit for so many years, he had material for each city. And because he knew so many circuit comedians, he knew people in each stop that he could talk about. So every episode, he'd have like Edinburgh material, he'd have Manchester material. So it is a spin-off of Like the Apollo. Yeah.
The only shame.
There we go.
When it comes to like Live at the Apollo and as
Very
much as
well
There are some
explained
fun
from our
facts.
resident comedy
I
expert.
know.
yeah, I think when it comes to like Live at the Apollo and Michael McIntyre's Comedy Roadshow and all them sort of shows where it's like them, like they bring on 2 acts and stuff like that, you never see anyone like actually hosting, do you?
No.
It's always just, it's a shame that you don't get like them people who are like the great hosts. So if you look at Paul Smith in Liverpool, you see like they never get that sort of like opportunity to show it to a mass audience.
Yeah, but I think circuit.
Obviously, like online's changed the game when it comes to that, but
I think I take your point, but at the same time, it's like circuit comedy and thingy are 2 different things.
right,
You know,
yeah,
like when you're at that level anyway, there's already like an assumption made that like the crowd doesn't need warming up because they're not they wouldn't be expecting an act to bomb. Do you know what I mean?
And it's more of a risk as well.
no, that's true. Yeah, that's I get what you mean. Yeah,
It's like it's more of a risk because if you're going to take someone off the circuit and put them on TV, and if they're going to do like a crowd work warm up thing, that's risky. But Live at the Apollo, you know what? Like if they're going to do 20 minutes of material, the BBC can watch that first, I guess.
yeah.
But the one who made me really feel like I could, so like with the road show, I'd see the like the circuit acts and like the jokes would be obvious to me, and I'd be like, I could easily do that. Like I feel like I'm meant to be doing this because I've always had this personality. Can you believe it? But then I'd see the headline act and I'd think, how on earth do they do that? If that makes sense. Yeah. So I was like, I want to do this. I feel like I can do that. But it was Simon Amstell that I really connected with when I was a teenager. Like
okay.
Yeah, that's the one that I thought, I get how your brain works. That's funny to me.
He used to host Never Mind Buzzcocks.
Oh.
Yes, but
Okay.
his stand-up
Have you
is
seen
very
that clip where I can't remember who it was who they had on, but they get
They
this.
make
Preston.
his jokes and he just walks off.
He's
or something
fucking
like
he's
Yeah.
talking about he's got his like wife's book. and stuff
Preston,
like that.
Preston,
Yeah.
iconic.
What's the fucking
Savage.
band? They're like
The
one
Ordinary
good song.
Boys.
The Ordinary Boys. Yeah. Have you seen? Oh, it's so.
It's iconic. It's brilliant.
Pause it here and go and watch it. Preston on. Never
Open
Mind
another
Buzzcocks.
tab.
I'm going, no, don't do that.
Go on, just go and pause it. It's so it fucking just walks off as soon as.
It's brilliant because he's so savage, but his stand-up is like half TED Talk, half
I'm not a massive fan, if I'm honest, but yeah.
uh,
I like him on Buzzcocks. When he
Yeah.
was on, they've launched that again, haven't they? I
not
think it
the
was
same.
I
like.
think Greg Davies also hosts it.
Oh right, okay.
I think so.
yeah.
I don't know if it's still going
It's
to
all
same
new,
levels. Yeah.
Yeah, Greg Davies. I'm pretty sure he hosted Never Mind Buzzcocks.
I think it's more like it's not really about like bringing down the egos of people. It's like he's a celebrity guest.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a different show now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all them panel shows are less about the actual game and more about just. It's like 8 out of 10 casters countdown. You don't really care about the countdown, do you?
Yeah, exactly.
It's.
So
Yeah.
you got Simon Amstell,
Yes.
Michael McIntyre.
Oh, I just that whole Mock the Week lot back in the day, like Dara and stuff, and when it was Russell Howard and Frankie Boyle. But I would say Chris Addison. That's a bit of a curveball. That's probably who I'm probably most similar to. He's directing films now. So he The Hostel with Rebel Wilson and Veep, like with Julia Louis Dreyfus in it. He's a director now. He's in the
Chris
thick of
Addison,
it.
he's he was quite skinny, wasn't
With
he?
curly hair.
And like he'd do a great German accent.
Yes.
Alright, okay.
He'd pretend to be Angela Merkel sometimes. and,
Yeah,
like,
he's
just
good.
there's a clip right where he just keeps like Dara's asking what if this is when he does the thing where it's like WNYG or something like that, and like what does this mean, and like he'd just keep rambling on in German and it
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
absolutely
it's good.
hilarious. And
Yeah.
I remember like I think he did a special as well or something like that. Yeah, he was quite funny.
I went to see him when I was 15, 14, and I came out to my parents as wanting to do stand-up because I wanted to ask him for advice.
Came out.
I had to sit them down.
I've got something to say.
Listen, guys, I was crying, telling them I was just like, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, because it's like, you don't want people to say, oh, you wouldn't be good at that. I was crying saying, listen, guys, I
Yeah.
want to do stand-up. And they're like, they can't, and like, whatever. They don't really
I
give a
love the
shit.
phrase coming out to your parents is what you
Yeah.
stand up.
Let's move on to you guys, because I rambled long enough.
I think straight away with that. I mean, I love Bridges. I think Bridges is probably one of my favourite comedians at the minute. When you look at his like stuff he's putting out.
Hey, you Fat boy.
You.
Give me a quid.
Yeah, you.
That was on the road show, wasn't
Fat.
it?
Yeah. It's just,
Give me a quid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab you.
That is so good.
Yeah.
I like Chappelle.
Never watched Chappelle. I need to.
That's it. A lot of the stand-ups that I'm into are just people that don't do any of the sort of stuff. I'm very into Americans. I like Chris Rock and stuff like that.
I like Chris Rock.
I like the American style of stand-up.
Ooh, you know who I like? Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I was
I haven't
ready
really
to
watched.
do it.
I haven't really watched.
Is
I
he the
watched his
dude
Netflix special.
From like.
He went out on
SNL.
one day. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say SNL.
Oh.
It's nice that you
Have you
think
seen the
men
launch?
validated by their spouses. Okay.
Yeah.
We're just reversing the roles.
Well, I just take that Uno reverse card back.
Yeah. Cancel the podcast now.
Right.
SNL.
You need me more than
SNL's
I
launching
need
in
you.
the UK.
Way more than that.
SNL's launching in the UK.
Is it?
Yeah, they're gonna do like a UK version of it. So I'm
Oh.
guessing like if you asked, say you got approached by SNL and you've got to do sketches every single week,
Right.
and you'd have to give up stand up,
Right.
would you do it?
I've never done sketches, so I've not a clue.
No, but you just got performing it. You just go. We've seen you one beat the frog.
I must be one hell of a beat the frog.
We've seen you win one round of Beat the Frog.
You won
We've seen you do 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We reckon you could go on national television.
Yeah, we saw.
Well, you were on national television for 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
We saw your TV appearance on BBC News.
Yeah.
we feel like
It was all appropriate, all above board. Nothing wrong, okay?
And we feel like we want to bring some new talent up, and none of them are available. But you do it.
I'd give it a crack, sure, why not?
I don't know. I don't know if I would.
Depends why you're doing it though.
Yeah.
If you feel like you have to
I've
do
never
stand
done,
up.
but I would say I'd firstly want a taste of what sketch comedy's like before I say yes to it, because
Would you want to watch like a first season of them?
I mean-
Would you not like hold back and go, let's see what it's like?
no, the
Because
thing
it
is,
gets hated.
but what I'd say, like, it depends on like the circumstance of it. You know, like if I had experience of sketches and I really enjoyed doing sketches, and then they were like, "Do you want to do a sketch show?" Yeah, cool, why not? Because I know that I enjoy doing sketch shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
like if I've got no experience, I've never done sketches, then I'll just be like, I'll go, yeah, sure, why not? In terms of like, let's see what happens, let's see if I even like sketch shows. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But again, it's like if it's like an SNL thing. But I always find it funny when when like we try to adapt American culture, we always seem to like not do it as well, because it always comes with that baggage of like, oh, but like in America that works, but it's not necessarily going to work here.
They tried to do a UK version of Impractical Jokers
Yeah.
with like Joel Dommett and Roisin Connerty, I think she's called.
They did that UK version of The Office as well, didn't they?
Oh.
No, it wasn't as good. That might get the podcast going. That's a joke then.
Yeah.
So you got Bridges.
Oh, Chappelle?
Chappelle's on there, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it 4? Yeah.
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 Billy Connolly.
Definitely.
And it's really hard. You know what? I'm gonna put Richard Pryor up there.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
I was torn between him and like Eddie Murphy's old like 2 specials, but I just don't feel like, I don't know.
In terms of impacting you as a human in general.
It's not even that. It's like, would I feel comfortable in this day and age to sit and say, let's go and watch Eddie Murphy's special from the 80s? Whereas with Richard Pryor, I'd never have that issue. So some of the stuff that he says now, it just doesn't. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got to take it for the time it was in, and obviously he's filling up an arena, and it's like, no one saw an issue with it then. But, I don't know, I feel like Richard Pryor was just like an amazing talent.
We say this,
It's
you
illegal,
are
isn't
such a like student of comedy. It's crazy.
Who, me?
Mm.
No,
You remind me of me when I was younger.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel like I don't analyze or deconstruct comedy as much as you do.
I found a lot of comics though, apart from us, don't really watch a lot. Like there are a lot of comics who I've seen their podcasts, I've chatted to them. They don't really like watching stand-up specials. So I think it's why we got along, because we were like chatting about it.
I don't know, I've always been a massive stand-up
Mm.
fan, and that's probably what made me do stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
And you obviously get the people go, you're funny, you should do it, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then you do it.
Yeah. But like,
You get addicted
but
to it.
eventually it's one of those things. Is like you love the art form because you saw the art form and you were like, I love that and I want to do that. Do you know what I
I'd
mean?
never been to a stand-up show
Same.
before I did my first
The
gig.
first time I ever
Really?
went into
First time I went to a comedy
show
club.
was when I was performing at a comedy
Yeah.
show. I've never been to a comedy show.
Which probably isn't the best way. A lot of people
Yeah.
say like go to a comedy club so you just know the format and you just know. But it's not hard to work out what you're doing.
Yeah,
as
but
long
in
as
for a penny, for a
Yeah, but
pound.
you
yeah,
should-
they say
just-
sit
yeah.
there when you're on next, go to the back of the room and then walk on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and plus on top of that, comedy's not like, oh, if you're not good on your first go, you can never come back. You know what I mean?
I mean, to be
Unless
fair,
obviously you say something very, very problematic, in which case then
you're banned for 6 months. No names mentioned.
We got banned for 6 months?
No. I don't know. We threw ourselves in the deep end doing Beat the Frog for our first gig.
Okay.
Whereas you did Jack. Do you actually?
My first gig, so
Oh yeah, we did,
Another
we
ramble.
did a gong show in the first ever thing that we ever did.
It's
was
not-
was a gong
that is
show.
Saying
saying
that,
that, the deep end. I
I
to
wasn't.
be
think
fair,
that Beat the
I'm-
Frog in terms of gong shows is quite a pleasant gong.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
just changed my opinion as soon as I said that.
It's the anxiety beforehand though that you
It's
would
such a
get.
supportive.
Yeah,
Gong show.
but at the same time is that the only thing I feel in regards to Beat the Frog, of like it being difficult in any way, is the fact that it's just a big crowd.
No, but you only do that once you've done it, and if it's your first
Because
gig.
usually when you go to open mics, it's like you and 10 other guys, and they're all comedians anyway.
Yeah. But no, Beat the Frog was meant to be my first gig. I booked Beat the Frog and then Hot Water Night in September. Then someone told me up a Dean's Night, which was called Dopamine Fiends. That's moved over to Hot Water now. Like
Is it still
8th
called
of
Dopamine
November.
Fiends?
It's called
No.
Mile Comedy Club. That's a pro night now.
It just gets called a new act night on the website. But they're doing like the one at phase 1, which is just
Oh yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
that's
just
the
that's the
yeah.
Mild High Comedy Club.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
got like Dan Nightingale's done
Shout
it.
out Dean for being a boss.
Yeah, Dan Nightingale's done it. Mick Ferry's doing it next time. Mick Ferry's headlining it next time.
That thing.
Which is just like if he's
I just
pulling in
love
acts
this-
like
I
that.
just love the fact that Ben just knows everything. I just feel like
Everything.
Yeah, you do. You
Just
just do
generally
comedy.
knows
Wait for the
Yeah.
advice section. You're gonna learn some shit.
Just generally
Yeah.
knows everything. So you're 4 done there on that one.
I think
You
it's
got
well, yeah.
Richard Pryor,
Richard Pryor,
Dave
Dave
Chappelle.
Chappelle, Billy Connolly, and Kevin Bridges.
Sorry to interject.
Yeah.
Wasn't Dan Nightingale one of the reasons you want to do stand up too?
Dan Nightingale was a massive reason of
Yeah.
I wrote into the podcast. I wrote into the podcast saying my mum wants me to work at a power station. I went, I don't know, she's comedy cock blocking me and stuff like that.
Comedy couple.
And they give me advice and it was like, they put it out as a clip on their highlights channel now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw him at the Jack. I was like, mate,
Yeah, he's a top lad.
I mean, I don't want to like suck you off, but you genuinely like helped me out there. But
Faizan. Yeah.
Oh, is
go
it?
on, yeah, go on.
Oh, of course. I'm gonna go with Chris Rock. Because, you know, as you were saying that who impacted you, you kept saying who impacted. I still remember one of his jokes where he goes, people want credit for things they're just supposed to do.
Oh, yeah.
Where he says, I look after my kids. That's what you're supposed to do, you dumb motherfucker. That was just right up, like, yeah. Chris Rock, and like, because when I was growing up anyway, he was kind of like at Kevin Hart's level now. You know how Kevin Hart's now like global, he's in movies and all that stuff, and when I was growing up, that was Chris Rock at that time. Like he
Oh,
was
yeah,
he's
he's
in
Mr.
Lethal Weapon, all that stuff, and yeah. So Chris Rock, I'm gonna go Kevin Bridges, obviously. 'Cause
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fatty,
Give me that, bro.
give me a quid, right? Obviously, you gotta have a Scots person in there, guaranteed, in terms of like comedy wise.
Yeah, that's it. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not a massive Frankie Ball fan, like, but
Yeah, I just.
you can understand like why people are.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm gonna go with Jimmy Carter.
Right. Okay.
Ah.
I'm surprised none of you went with Jimmy Carter, but like.
Not
I
reading
just-
I've just
one
bought a book.
liners.
I've just
You
started
just
reading
bought
his.
his book.
Well, to be fair, his books like it's not an autobiography. It's like
Yeah, it's about his journey about like fatherhood and all that stuff in it, and like his.
Who was that?
perspective of- Episode 1.
what was it?
So Chris Rock, Kevin Bridges, Jimmy Carter. Final one.
Why Jimmy Carr? That's an interesting one.
It's because Jimmy Carr almost like like a lot of his stuff is not anecdotal in the slightest.
Is he still a one-liner comedian?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
does,
He's a
but I wouldn't say he is a one-liner comedian, but that he does incorporate some one-liners absolutely. But like to a certain element, like you know when you watch his shows and stuff like that, it's like there's not a lot of his observations that he makes, but it's not a lot of his stuff is about him. And that, like, I just feel like
barely any.
Because like we were talking about this earlier, like when we sometimes talk about ourselves and like what's happening in our lives and stuff like that, and that's the stuff that we like draw on. So it's got to be, it's a whole new level for you to like formulate, like, because exactly, and it's not like he's just doing 20 minutes somewhere. He's doing an hour-long show, and I'm guessing, like, naturally, I'm not saying him live or anything like that, but I'm guessing even then he's just talking about like observations that he's making. I just feel like that and to do it at that level that he's doing it at, it's just got to be like you've got to have a gift or something like that. So shout out Jimmy Carr. Final one. I'm thinking now. Russell Howard.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
At the time when he was at his peak, not that he's.
Good News is amazing.
Yeah.
I just feel like even now he's quite.
Yeah.
Have you watched his new special?
No, I've watched. So I still watch his. Russell Howard's Good News. What used to be Good News.
Yeah, it's the Russell Howard Hour or something like that.
Yeah, he's on Sky now. But I just love that. You know that voice that he does. So, you know what I mean? Like, he does that weird voice. I can't do it. I can't recreate it. As we've discussed previously, I'm not good at impressions. He could do a great Nelson.
I can do a great Nelson. I can do a great Nelson.
This is a short SNL
You
audition.
can book me for your parties.
Yeah, you keep asking me about sketch shows, Nelson Mandela over. That might be problematic. It's like, yeah, we're casting Ben as Nelson Mandela. So yeah, that'll be my 4. But I feel like I'm not an absolutist in the slightest. So I feel like that's that, you know, you just asked me, so you just come off the thing. If just like off the top of my head, that's what I do. But if I put some more thought into it, perhaps. Even though I had the most time out of all of us, I think. But all I could think was that Chris Rock joke in my head. That's what he's supposed to do. He's stupid motherfucker.
We close first section there. That's 40 minutes. 40 minutes.
Bosh. Yeah, but obviously you can cut down some of the stuff in between, and you know what I mean. Oh my god, open the window.
But it's such a fucking in joke.
Your suggestion was actually like normal.
What?
I can't remember what it was, but you actually came up with like a normal suggestion.
You might want to clear the area because I was a bit absent-minded and I farted.
Oh no.
I wondered why you were opening the window when the audio would get ruined.
But like, yeah, it was a bit.
We're leaving that in.
You know when you're like you don't know like, where you are or like what the thing is, like, you just fucking let it out. You're like, I'm at home.
That's saying it. You didn't even fucking realise you're not there.
It's the fact that you just quietly open the window and then told us.
I just thought I'd let you know though, because somebody's gonna go, I just smell like shit.
On pod. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh man.
I'm launching them. Hello, section 2. We've had some food. We're back. We're doing submissions. You farted and dirtied your underpants, so we'll get through them.
I had a McPlant burger, and I think veganism is the reason it happened.
It doesn't happen that quickly. I highly doubt that.
I mean,
I think
you
we've
know,
just eaten
but
it.
you're vegetarian, so you're a biased party.
Yeah, it's like when you've like build up a tolerance.
Yeah.
It's like,
maybe I don't have a tolerance for fake meat.
Yeah, that's. I mean, to be fair, it's got a point.
It's still probably here, and it hasn't, you know, made its way through
Some
like your
sort of
digestive
scientist?
tract.
Are you a scientist?
No, but I'm right about everything.
Can you imagine that if you shit yourself in a minute?
He's
finally got there.
Just to prove a point. Alright.
Right, we've got some submissions, and let's get through. What
This is
do
the
you do
professional
first?
portion of the podcast.
What do you want to do first? We've got would you rather. We've got some general questions.
Would you rather? Let's do.
Let's start with
Would you rather? Let's go, baby.
Right, you ready?
No.
Would you rather have to scream "Santa's not real" every time you see a child under the age of 8?
Would you rather eat beef or have a plant burger and a fart on a podcast?
I don't know. I got confused there.
Right. Would you
Which
rather
one is it?
have to scream "Santa's not real" every time you see a child under the age of 8?
Yeah.
Or have to do 20 minutes of new material each time you're at a funeral? So stand up and
obviously
go.
the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you'd seem deranged though.
By funeral, actually no, let's change funeral to wake.
Hang on, no, actually, sorry, was that like every single time you see like somebody who's under the age of 8, so like
In the street.
It's
Santa's not real!
it's
Like
just
that,
a compulsion, like almost like Tourette's or something. Like I just go walk around, you walk around going, Santa's not real.
We gotta scream it.
That's a
in the
burden.
face. Gotta go over to him, make sure they hear you.
Yeah, I do number one. I'm very respectful at people's funerals. So,
No. But you can make it sense.
I mean, they're already dead, right? So you don't want to indignify them any further than doing 20 minutes of new material. And like the amount of people that die on a regular basis, like imagine like
Every time you're at a funeral, though, so how often
every time I'm at a funeral, I feel like
you
every
don't
time
have to
there is a funeral.
You don't have to do like a funeral tour.
Have they built that jetpack that I need?
Headline in Switzerland.
And there's no caveat as well. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to like do very well. It could be
No,
terrible.
it's new material.
Yeah, it's just new
Yeah,
material.
I feel like it's just, but it's a funeral though. That's the thing. That's the only thing I'm a bit sensitive about.
Alright then, you've got to compare. You've got to host the funeral.
You've got to host the funeral. Right, we've got some brilliant acts for you tonight. Yeah.
Who's drinking?
That's the man who made this possible.
One of them's dead. Would it be a bucket split?
Giving out stickers on the door.
At the end of it, it's like, yeah, if you could like and share our funeral page, that'd be great.
I'll be at the bar, everyone. Yeah.
No, I still go in number one. I
Can you
just
fucking imagine
You guys have been
grieving people
lovely.
coming out of the funeral like, come, it's terrifying.
well, there's a bucket, well, he's gone, so you might as well,
How much would you value
We
the show?
got to pay the acts somehow. They've had to come out. Some of them have come from a long way away.
Crying, you dickhead.
Was it really that bad?
I just wanted to check. Are you crying because of the person who died, or because of the acts?
Is there anything that you keep in? I'm trying to work in my
Is
next
this laughter cry or sad cry? I just, would you leave us a review on Google at the end of this as well? Oh, sorry. You're the husband? Oh, sorry.
Just do TripAdvisor.
But yeah.
This guy died on his house. This guy died working with me.
He died at a funeral. Fair.
Right, next one.
But no, what about you? Like, that's
Oh,
me.
well, I'd do 20 minutes.
You do 20 minutes.
I don't go to funerals often, and if I do, they know who I am.
You just said, you know what, your material. I was thinking, that's not funeral material.
Only cost me now.
It's only cost me now. Thanks, man. You made this joke possible.
Oh my god, that's the one.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
yeah.
Sorted,
That's
right?
it.
Yeah, cool. Right.
Travel.
For those of you who might
I'll
not be
slide
familiar.
in the clip here.
Yeah.
The girl that I met up with over lockdown, the Tinder, I probably shouldn't have really met up with her because it was right in the middle of the first lockdown, and I had to travel all the way from Morecambe to Blackburn, and it only cost me my nan. So, yeah, it's what she would have wanted.
Would you rather?
No, number one.
Oh, yeah, I've got it.
The Santas and the funeral team.
No, definitely the funeral one.
So I'm the only one who has respect for the dead.
Yeah, but you've got to screen Santa's not real in front of
Yeah,
like...
but Santa isn't real though.
Yeah, but you're going to get fucking battered.
By who?
By the parents.
I'm fast.
But like with the funeral, would they be warned about the fact that we're doing stand up?
Go fast.
I'm fast.
Yeah, but every time you see... If you're running down the street, if you
Yeah.
see a child, you've got to stop and go...
So I have to like physically. No, actually, hang on.
Sound
Let me
like a
read that. Let me
burden.
read the thing.
At least with the funeral,
Yeah,
it's
Would
only
you
just shown
rather
there.
have to scream Santa's not real every time you see a child? It does not say the proximity within the parameters of that. It does not say the proximity. So if I see a child, like, I don't know, name a distance that you can see people from 200 meters away.
Yeah.
I could just scream it from 200 meters away.
Yeah, but that make you look even more deranged.
Yeah, that's
That's
fine,
right.
but I'm 200 meters away, so I got a 200 meter head start. They could be using
What if you're on a date and there were like some children around?
Yeah, but I don't go on dates, so it's calm.
You know what? I
They
think we
don't
peaked at dying at a funeral.
Yeah.
I think we probably should have ended that one.
If anything, if you was like, so for instance, in this hypothetical environment where I actually am on a date, right, and I said Santa's not real, and then the person on the other side would just went. The person on the other side just went.
Don't whisper.
Why are you whispering?
I can smell the fire.
Yeah.
It's
In case I didn't pick up.
travelled 2 meters.
smell the far and face on dirty bum.
Yeah, if you did it like it
no,
smells
I'm sorry,
fart.
that's getting cut out. I'm sorry, that's getting cut out. I'm sorry, that's getting cut out.
I'm editing it.
It's your fault.
Anyway,
Fine. Well, the bit the
you
audience
should
is
just let it silent and deadly.
Right.
Alright.
I didn't hear it.
Right, fine, right. That's settled. I'm the only person who has respect for the dead,
Mhm.
and you people quite clearly adore Santa and children too much to tell them the truth.
Would you rather everyone you know be able to read your thoughts or be able to have full access to your search history at any point?
Full access to my search history at any point.
Yeah.
Search history. Because like this, even the search history is like a filtered version of your thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
My
Yeah,
mum-
but at the same time,
My
Like
mum's
even if it's bad, you've had worse thoughts that you didn't even want to Google.
my mum's seen my search history. Twice.
like, did you show it her or did
No,
she
she like
do some
she was
investigation?
she was searching for something beginning with P and then she was searching for Portugal and something came up.
Incognito mode. What's wrong with you?
Also,
Yeah, but I just didn't. I was
also,
only
are
young.
you on Google just typing that word in?
Portugal?
No, the other one.
Yeah. But then
You just type it in. You're like, I would like one.
Naked woman.
What?
yeah.
You're
Well, no.
19. I thought, like, you would have evolved like that.
Yeah, but I'll
that
say
would have
I'll
evolved
just
by
say
now.
porn. Oh.
But yeah, nah, you can see my search history, but you can't read my thoughts. A lot of that, like, why would you want to?
Yeah, that's true. Because also like,
Everybody you know can read your thoughts, bro. Like, I'd go insane,
No,
and they'd go
what-
insane.
I mean, you've heard the thoughts I say out loud, so I feel
Exactly.
like there's just too much crap in there.
Yeah, I think read your thoughts.
I think
I
that
mean, there's
you,
a lot of
you
shit-
either way just works because if you know your thoughts.
Yeah, that's
you know what I
very
mean?
true. That's
Yeah.
very true. Yeah.
That's
A lot
true.
of it makes its way out into the public
Yeah.
anyway.
But apart from you, like, you go with search history, or are you going? You
Now I'm going to go with thoughts. But there's a lot that my mum's
You want
gonna-
people to read
You'd
your
rather
thoughts?
people would read your thoughts?
Yeah. No. No, search history.
So basically, any single time, right, you have a weird thought, right? Let's be honest, we've all had a stupid thought.
Then no,
right?
you can never have a secret either.
Huh?
You can never have a
Exactly.
secret.
You can never
Exactly.
keep anything inside. So everybody, and the thing is, it's not even like it's only like 2 people who will know. It's everybody you have ever known will know. Baby knows, bro.
Pippi,
Shout
for
out
watching
James,
this.
baby.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
I bought
History.
Oh, yeah.
Search history then.
Okay.
I didn't think about that properly. I didn't really like... Because if you can read my thoughts, you pretty much know my search
Yeah,
history.
because the thing is, though, you could get off the internet. Like, eventually, who knows that you might even not want to use the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Start like reading it instead.
Yeah, but whereas your thoughts, like, that's something that's just mad. Like, I'm pretty sure somewhere some totalitarian government's trying to figure out how you could read people's thoughts, but you know,
Oh, God.
until then,
Do you want to do another?
yes, please.
Yeah.
I like this.
I'm
I'm liking this so far.
which one should I do? Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Yeah, no, choose 1
Did
and
you
3.
say 4?
Yeah. I just added the numbers.
You did it this simple.
Actually, you did say 1, 2, 3, so I kind of get that.
Right then, pick a number between 1
1 and
and 3.
1 and 3.
2.
'Cause that's the only number between 1 and 3.
Well, that's a good one.
Inclusive.
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or a coma for a decade?
Oh, God, that's a good one.
That's probably the best one. To be fair, you both picked the best one there.
Coma.
Coma? You'd rather go be in coma?
I don't want.
I wouldn't survive in jail.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
I would not survive in jail.
You gotta think of the story.
You say that like you've thought about it quite a lot.
Oh, I did. It used to terrify me when I was younger.
Oh,
The idea of going to jail. And I've never done that wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've just not been found out yet.
Okay.
I used to be terrified about the idea of like
Are
getting.
you still terrified about the idea of going to prison?
Nah, because I reckon I can handle
Just
stuff.
because you're on a podcast, don't be like, yeah, don't care about prison.
No,
Like,
I still fuck it. It's not nice, the idea, that is it?
Well, prison,
Yeah.
obviously, but I'd rather go to prison than be in a coma for 10 years.
You don't
just
know,
think
if you're
of
in
the
a coma, you
stories.
don't know.
Think
yeah.
of the stories.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that one time when Jack had to smuggle something up his bum.
Alright, say.
Swallow something up his bum.
No, smuggle, not swallow.
Swallow something. That's a skill.
You
That
you
is
and
skill.
your knowledge of biology is concerning.
Swallow something up your bum.
But yeah.
Should we do a general question?
Go
Because
on.
I think jail's on it. Right. Episode 1. They're all stand-up ones.
Uh-huh.
Just jump in.
Yeah.
Do you too?
Given the diluted market that is stand-up comedy,
Diluted.
How can Ben fix his receding hairline? Good luck with the pod, and I hope Ben gets the help he needs.
Well, if you like, share, subscribe, and get the viewership up, what we've decided is put a specific pot away, particularly for Ben's transplant. So you'll be helping a great cause.
I'm not getting a hair transplant.
Yes, you are.
I'm not getting
You're getting a hair transplant.
I'll just keep wearing hats.
I'll give you mine.
Have I told you the story about when I went to the barbers?
No, but tell the podcast.
Hello, podcast.
The viewers at home.
No, but tell.
Hello, internet.
Right, so I this is like since I've been at uni, and I went home for like the first time in ages, and just went to like a new barber's.
Yeah.
So I went in straight away, had this hat on, sat down, took it off, and the first thing he went to me was, "Fuck me, your hairline's quite receding. How old are you?" Like that, and I went, "Oh, I'm 19," and he went, I keep wearing hats, mate.
No, but why don't you?
Why? I'd gone in there for the first time.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you got to realise is like going to a barber with a receding hairline is kind of like going to a mechanic with half a car.
Yeah, because he knows I'm going to be a repeated customer.
No, but on top of that, the mechanic's going to be like, "What do you want me to do with half a car? Where's the rest of it?" You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's probably why he was like, "Just wear hats, like, don't come to me."
He's bald at like 21.
He's
really, really rare.
I think so. I don't know many people. Comment underneath if you know people who are balded very early. But what particularly? Sorry for interjecting there.
But that's what I said.
What particularly concerns you about a hair transplant?
Because I've seen the filters. Oh, the hair transplant. Oh, right, I thought you meant about going...
About being bald in general.
Yeah. What concerns me about a hair transplant? I just don't... You know what it is?
Go on, tell me. I'm dying to know.
You know what it is? If I lose my hair,
Yeah.
and then I walk into the backstage of Hot Water on an open mic night, and you've got Carl Legacy sat there, you sat there, Melina sat there, and Tom Keegan sat there, and I've got a perm. I'm not walking in like that.
A perm. Be very specific examples of people.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just meaning the people that you see there every week.
Okay.
Like,
You don't
I
see
would
me.
get
You don't see me
absolute-
there every week.
Well, it's because they've just started.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, what I'm saying is,
Or it's stage and radio then.
so it's not like you have no apprehensions about the procedure. You have apprehensions about the perception of the procedure.
And also, I think being
It doesn't have to
bald
be a
at a young
perm.
age might help my stand up.
Okay.
When did Sam Thorley go bald?
Oh, I don't know.
Sam, comment underneath. Yeah,
if you listen to the episode, Sam,
Yeah.
comment underneath. When did you go bald?
You have a lot of TikTok followers, so please come on the podcast
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah. Oh, Sam's TikToks are so funny.
Yeah,
true.
the
They are
unwashed
so
women.
funny.
The thing is like, well, the first time I ever saw him do stand-up, I was like, I'm pretty sure I've seen you from somewhere, but I can't put my finger on it. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm pretty sure he makes TikTok videos. And then
So is Sam Thorley on TikTok.
And
Because
then
they are
eventually-
genuinely really
yeah,
good.
and then eventually I just went, like, I caught up the nerve to go up to him and go, are you on TikTok? And he went, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, sick. And on top of that, Sam's a good egg, isn't he?
No, he's
He's
going to be
really
sound as
He's a
well.
really great bloke.
Yeah.
Future guest of the podcast.
Yeah, when we have guests on, he will be on.
Yeah, because right now, as you can tell, we've got plenty of space for the guests. We just about fit in.
Yeah, so squeezed.
Just about in frame.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, Sam.
No, but I mean, your hair plugs doesn't have to be a perm.
Yeah.
It could look like Faizan's.
Can you imagine me with,
Black.
can you imagine me with that much hair? After
Why?
this,
But what's wrong with having that much hair?
because it's just going to come as unexpected.
So?
I feel like people on the pod don't realise how far my hairline is back.
No. No. Stop about showing them. It's like, don't give away too much information. You know
Slow
what I'm saying?
reveal.
Yeah, exactly.
By episode 10
Exactly.
you'll see
Just
all.
keep talking about the fact that you got to see hair. How bad is it, lad? Show us. Yeah, give us a $5 and we show you.
Patreon.com.
But yeah, no. But the thing is, though.
I can't go beard either.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's calm. Like, even I can't grow a beard.
No, but I mean, if I go bald, you need some sort of facial hair, don't you?
No, but what I'm saying is like, if you do go and get a hair transplant, why are you concerned about what people are going to think about it? It's like, if you're happy with it, who cares? Obviously, like, I'm not saying that you have to get one. I mean, if you're happy the way you are, that's absolutely fine. If anything, that's something to be applauded. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong in like fucking this. Nothing wrong in getting it done, especially from the perspective you're looking at it.
How
Going,
expensive are they?
but how are people going to look at it?
How
Depends where you go. If you go to Turkey, you can get it done £500. but you might come back with like a nose transplant instead. Just be like, what's going on these days? How did you miss this?
Nose transplant.
It's like, you know when you come back.
looking like fucking Voldemort.
Yeah.
He knows it's gone and I'm still bald.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's just like,
The boy who lived.
Oh my god. Oh, and if you've got any questions and would you rather, get them sent in because we're just starting out and we're running low. And get them sent in.
We need all the help we can get.
Yeah, 100%.
please and thank you.
Hi Ben, Faizan and Melina.
Ooh, this seems personal.
As all of you haven't been doing stand-up that long,
Indeed.
what are some of your worst gigs you've had since starting? Thanks, Alex.
Ooh, that's a very good question.
Worst gigs. Well, we had that one.
Keystone, isn't it?
Yeah, where all of us bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, there was one.
No, actually, me looking at the notepad going, it says, I love Greg's. That went down quite well.
That was very great.
Now, give some context to that, because you said, let me just have a note, look at my notebook, see what. Oh, it just says, I love Greg's. Oh,
I can't eat half the things in there, but I love it.
For context, it's essentially like a sweaty, damp pub basement,
Yeah.
and there's probably about
2 audience members at the time.
At the time, there were probably about 10.
Yeah, it's a nice place to talk.
Yeah, to be fair, when we first started going, they do all right at getting people in, wouldn't they?
But I still don't think that's the worst one I've ever been. I mean, so worst one is in like the worst I felt I did, or the worst vibe in the room kind of scenario.
Well, that's yeah.
Because like the worst one I did is probably, I think,
Sorry, what was that?
Well, I was just emoting my thinking. Probably staging radio one time when I went up and I was just doing all new bits that I thought were absolutely hilarious, but they all fell flat on their arse.
Yeah.
And it just felt really awkward at the end of it, and I legitimately went home going, "Am I even funny?"
Yeah, I think you get that early on.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like, there's a time when I went up and then I started doing bits and I just forgot everything. I'm like, I need to start.
Yeah.
My first gigs, probably, if you're looking at like how I actually was, I can't even watch it back. Like even the material I never did again after my first gig because my voice is just shaky. But it was at Beat the Frog, and there was a guy on the upstairs who was just on before me, who was like, we were all sat at the table and he was trying to like beat us in conversation. You know what I mean? So he was like trying to be the funniest one on the table and basically doing his set to us before he went on stage. And no one's like really giving him any attention, and he goes, I'm thinking about doing some impressions. Could I try them out on you? And they honestly were the fucking worst. He did a Cartman one, he did a Michael McIntyre one, and honestly, the worst fucking impression.
Yeah, what you should have done is pulled out the Nelson Mandela one.
That makes sense.
But then you were like, nah, sorry mate. As far as I'm concerned on the circuit,
Eric Cartman is offensive. Yeah. Hey, my Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, this lad, right, he can only do Nelson Mandela, right?
Yeah. So anyway, no one's really giving him some form of like, no one's really paying much attention. But these are horrible accents, and everyone's already pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
So he says to me, he goes, oh, well, what do you think of this one? I went, mate, you've got to do it. Mate, that's gold. You've got... And I knew he was on exactly just before me on my first gig. He must have done about a minute, and 2 cards go up. And he goes for a drink, turns back and goes, 2 fucking cards already? And then literally, you know what it's like at the Frog, if you do something like that, third one goes straight back up.
Yeah.
And then I went on, and I think that's the reason I didn't get gonged off, because of him before me. Because my voice was shaky. I'll send you some like this from it. My voice was shaky. I didn't know my bits. There's a part where I go up on stage at the first and just start dancing. It's like a joke that I did like my first gig and never did again.
You tried to put like you.
What was the joke?
It was this is awful. It was.
Hey, you take that back about our podcast, okay?
It was just that I'd started resetting my edibles. How many times can you resit before it starts looking suspicious? And there was something like me dancing. It was all horrid. I would never ever do it.
Horrid. I think my worst.
You're right.
This mic is really sensitive. I feel like there's a busker outside, and I'm kind of like listening to your conversation, but also listening to music outside.
I hope it's not picked up.
Sorry if you can hear the buskers, as we already established. We're just in my living room / kitchen.
They're playing some good music though. I will say that.
I think for me, like the worst ones are always. I had a very good first gig at the Jacaranda. So what?
Oh yeah, I remember watching you thinking, oh shit, she's good. Like I think I was still good.
Every other Jacaranda gig, bar one, where it was just one of those where it was only the comics and you smashed. Awful.
My enduring memory of Melina's thing is when she smacked the mic
Oh,
on her
yeah.
head.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest, still one of the biggest laughs I've ever
What
got.
was that? Was that
Stage and radio.
Oh, of course it was.
I legit thought, right, that was part of her set. She just later on, she was like, no, I got no coordination. I just smacked the mic.
No, it was part of my set, but it was like in the moment, like
Yeah. I was
yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't a set really. You were there. It was a lot of it was just.
Same night that we ended up getting stuck in. Where was it?
Oh yeah, so we
Hooton?
Yeah, these two geniuses went the wrong way on a train.
Well, no, basically what happened, we had stage and radio, and we went to get a train back to Liverpool, and our train there was a train to Chester that was just before our train, and that train was
could
really
have
late.
changed
Yeah.
somewhere. Yeah, I can't remember where it was.
We ended up in Chester, and then the guy at the Merseyrail told us to take the train to Hooton, then we had to get an Uber from Hooton to Liverpool.
Is it Hooton or Hoyton?
Hooton.
It's
Hooton.
actually Hooton.
Hooton.
Never heard of it before.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was
Hooton.
like, you know, the train station.
Hyton. Oh, no.
Huyton.
No, it was
Because we
Hooton.
were looking for an Uber, and I was
Ah.
putting in HUI, and Ben was like, no, Hooton,
So you
HOO.
basically just.
It was.
Well, that was.
The taxi driver was sound though, wasn't he? He was really
Yeah,
nice.
people still talk to me about that whenever I mention you. Go, oh, you're the one you got stuck on in Hooton with. Yes, that's the one.
It was my fault. I had the train line. It was my fault.
Yeah, but I just followed you. You know, I should have checked.
Technically
should.
speaking, she should have been the adult.
We're even though, because
Yeah, I'm
that's
only
true.
I turned 20.
Happy birthday.
The smile at the camera.
Turned 20 this weekend. So next
Still looks
episode.
13.
Do I?
Had another 57-year-old, but still. Anyway.
Just uncalled for.
Yeah, but you know. We
So
discussed
I get,
this.
to be fair, I get that quite a bit, baby face. And then
Yeah, you do have a very big, but you have a very.
I got into, I forgot my idea when we were going out one night,
Mm-hmm.
and there was just this like bar, I think it was like a Fleetwood Mac tribute act on. So we going in, because we knew the guy who was in
It's
the
just a
band.
night out in Morecambe.
What, Fleetwood Mac tribute act?
Mac.
Of course it's a fucking night out in Morecambe. Of course it genuinely was as well. Fleetwood Mac tribute act. Get down to
Yeah.
Jimmy's. No, Johnny's.
Jimmy's.
Johnny's.
And it used to be Johnny's Fun Factory. It was like a kids' play area, but they turned it into this like music venue now. Music venue is like a whole other stage.
Because
It's-
no more kids left in Morecambe, innit?
Yeah.
We're all
that's
grown
true.
now, so we got to
Yeah.
do Fleetwood Mac tribute acts.
All the climbing frames are like an extra thing for the third album.
Also, a quick question: what is Fleetwood Mac?
Fleetwood Mac's just a band.
Oh,
do you know- Yeah.
I wanna be
you can
with
go
you
your
everywhere.
own way.
Oh, yeah.
Go your own
Wonder what
way.
happens when it's
I
raining.
mean, this is reminding me of the Share.
Oh yeah. We're just, history just repeating ourselves at this stage.
I just love the fact that when I ask them who a person is, rather than telling me about them, they decide to perform their art. Because if I don't know who they are,
Reminded you
quite
out.
clearly I would identify their art.
They're a band.
Okay, sweet.
Anyway, we're going in, and he's like, you can't come in, you've not got your ID. It's like, oh, we've been in the pub, they were on there, can I just come in? It's fine, I won't drink. And then one of my mates goes, Ben, take your hat off. So I do. And he goes, tell me that's the hairline of a man under the age of 18.
Yeah.
And he just laughs and goes, yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
And lets me in.
Mhm.
That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's you don't have to carry ID, so you're
That's
good.
true.
Like all you need to do is go around and taking your car.
I haven't been ID'd since being in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Not once.
Like you can just walk in.
Except for like going into like bars and stuff, but once like pubs and stuff I've never been ID'd.
Is that if I shave, I do have a bit of a baby face, but I don't really shave that.
Same.
Yeah.
Interesting. Gillette Mac 5 or?
I don't do anything. I have the same facial hair as you,
Mm.
so.
Well, that's mildly. What was I going to say? Concerning for me
Yeah.
is what I was going to say. Very concerning actually. It's not mildly concerning
Yeah.
at all.
Very
Right,
nice
Ben.
outfit.
We've got one more question. We've done 30 minutes. Do you
One
want
more
to go on
question.
Is another segment?
We've got what's been winding you up to do, yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, go on then. Go on.
Should we do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
So basically,
What's been winding you up, baby?
send in things that have been pissing you off this weekend as well, or this last week. We've got loads of suggestions, so I'll give. Right, so we've got I'll just read them out
Go on.
and tell me which one you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Minesweep, Brothers of Grass, Trolley Thief, or Loud Bird.
I want Minesweep.
I want
because
Minesweep,
it sounds like
yeah.
a mystery novel.
Yeah?
Had me a Minesweep.
Let's do Minesweep.
Starts with Wagwan as well.
What?
Starts with Wagwan. Wagwan! I've got something that's been winding me up for ages and I need someone to take my side on this one. My boyfriend minesweeps. Every time we go on a night out, no matter how drunk he is, I might understand it if he had a full bottle of Prosecco or something, but I'm talking about picking up half-empty pints and bringing them back to the table. He's 28 and working full-time. Please tell him he's a dirty knobhead. Emily, good luck with the pod.
Hi Emily, he's a dirty knobhead.
That's bad, isn't it?
That's
28, full-time, what is
There's
it,
no
full-time?
need.
As a Muslim, I don't know what's going on.
So basically, he's going over to tables, picking up drinks that people have left, and then if there's anything left, he'll take it and drink it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that goes against coronavirus guidelines.
I mean,
Exactly.
Chris Lee,
Does he put them together? You don't put them
Hands,
together, do you?
face,
I
space.
don't know.
Don't share other people. I mean, like, forget coronavirus. That's just general hygiene.
What
norms,
about
man.
spiking?
Yeah, but he's a man, so I don't. But I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
but
No, but
picking
someone's
up
always
other people.
picking up
But what
drinks
I'm
already
saying is,
there.
in that conversation, it seems like he's got a responsible person looking out for him on a night out. So
Yeah.
maybe, Emily, you need to not provide him a safety net.
Yeah. He's
And-
gonna get spiked at some point. Like he's gonna
we
pick
hope.
up.
Okay, we hope he doesn't. But
Yeah,
It's
but-
likely.
Yeah. It's kind of like
it's an-
he's kind of asking for it.
We've got the full spectrum here.
Like
Yeah,
if there's a drink left on the side in a nightclub,
Yeah.
there's every chance it's been spiked,
Yeah.
and that's the
Yeah.
reason it's been left on the side.
But once again, I thank the Lord for making me a person who doesn't.
Emily,
want to
if he
Guys
gets
couldn't
if he gets
spiked.
spiked, then yeah, fair enough. Look after him.
Yeah,
but
no, but at the same time, it's just I don't understand. Like, you know, so if he does get spiked, he's got Emily to look after him. But at the same time,
yeah, but she's not his fucking carer.
yeah, but quite clearly, the fact that she's there might be encouraging his behaviour.
Yeah, like if he was just out in the wilderness like you when you go out on your own, he might be a bit more.
So
He
you've
might be
got
more
more than
cautious.
You without the hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. Maybe, man, hey, you know,
It's dirty, isn't it?
it's
Yeah.
definitely dirty.
I mean,
None of
if
us
it was
agree
a-
with his behaviour.
If it was a
Professor
full-
Chris Whitty will be very disappointed with him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
If it was a full bottle or something, say someone's like bought a bottle of Jaeger and it's like had that much out of it, they've obviously poured it. Fair enough, I kind of get it, but still,
It's
it's
going to be a full. Yeah.
yeah.
But
Again, I have
yeah,
no idea
you're a
what
bit of a
is-
dirty cunt.
What's that bottle?
Jaeger.
Well, I don't know
Well,
what
they
it is.
said I'd understand it if it was a full
Sounds
bottle of Prosecco.
German.
I think it's Mexican.
Jaeger.
I think so. Is it?
Jägermeister.
Yeah, that's definitely Mexican, man.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone.
Oh yeah, when you go out to Mexico, they're all like, "Yeah, señor, you want the Jägermeister?"
That's not.
Is it
That's not a
Foster's?
Mexican accent.
Sorry.
It's not a Mexican accent.
Yeah, I never said. I said impressions of man. I never said.
I find it extremely offensive.
You find that as a Mexican?
Mexican identifying. Ben Robinson.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Ben Robinson. No wonder you think Jägermeister's Mexican. You think you're Mexican?
Jägermeister's more Mexican than Ben.
Yeah, slightly. Just slightly.
No, slightly. No. Right, next one.
Brothers of Grass, Trolley Thief, or Loud Beard.
Loud bird.
Loud beard.
Really? Oh.
Loud bird is in like. I hope this is bird is in like the Tweety bird, not like this
I'll
is
tell
just
you
the,
what.
the most northern person ever.
I'll
I've
tell you
got a
what.
loud bird.
I'll tell you what, I got one sent in that I just couldn't put in because it was literally just tell my missus she's a knobhead. That was pretty much exactly what it was.
Yeah.
The most northern, like.
If finally when we do have a Patreon, if you sign up to the highest membership,
We'll
go
go
wherever you want.
anywhere. Yeah. For
We'll do
£100
it.
a month.
We'll do it. Yeah,
we'll go
£100 a
you
month.
knobhead.
Sorted.
That's like that.
And we'll send them
defines
threatening letters.
That defines as like £33 a month.
Ben just why are you offering extra services first and foremost, right? We just went from going on your number and he's like, yeah, we'll send them threatening letters as well.
So for £30 a month each, we'll get arrested.
Well, 30 was 30 quid.
No threatening letters though, Ben.
Oh, in Loud Bird.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Hey guys, my neighbour was Start again.
Hey guys.
Hey guys! My neighbour was house sitting this bird, and this bird from 6 till midnight would not shut the fuck up.
Wait, just for the record, can we just clarify that it is a Tweety bird?
Yeah, it's a Tweety
It's
bird,
a
right?
Tweety bird. It's not.
I don't know.
Right?
Not yet. I'll be honest. I can't.
You
I
might
can't
be
say.
babysitting an actual human being. Who knows?
She could just be sat in the bed like that. I don't know. Right. So this girl would not stop whistling. Various tunes, mind. It had been.
Wait, the bird won't stop whistling. You mean the girl won't stop whistling?
Yeah, she won't stop whistling. It had been there since Christmas.
Okay.
I knew it was part of the Addams Family theme, but would stop part way through, so I was playing the Addams Family theme song dead loud to the wall. You know, to try and help it finish, and it still wouldn't get it. Oh my god, could have cried for this bird's incessant whistling and wolf whistling. That doesn't... Wolf whistling? That doesn't sound like something a bird would
Are
do.
you sure it's a bird? What's this person's name?
Sav.
Sav.
Savannah.
Savannah.
No, Hannah. Her last name is Sav.
So
she's Sav.
So we're going with Sav.
Yeah, Sav.
Sav, are you sure it's a bird?
Hi, Sav.
Oh yeah, by the way, hello Sav.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching or listening.
She's put as well. Anyway, I realised today's been gone for a few days, and do you know what? I really miss it.
Oh.
So why are you complaining to us?
So what are we doing here?
So she got emotionally attached to this singing bird.
Yeah.
Sav,
Which annoyed her. This sounds like a...
to be honest, I think
it's an
Sav,
unhealthy relationship.
I think you've wasted our time here.
I second that, and I don't second much that Ben says.
Yeah, you've emailed in saying what's winding you up, and now you're saying you're missing it. So what do you want us to do? Get the bird back?
Melina, what do you want her to do? Come on.
You're my friend.
Is this an intervention or something like that? Sit down.
Yeah. When
You're
I
my
see you,
friend.
when I see you next, we'll have a little chat.
Yeah, you need to get a grip, Sav.
Yeah.
And
Maybe we need to go out more. I think.
I mean, thank you for the submission. It's not a good one, but it's one.
Mm-hmm.
And send some more stuff in. Thank you very much, Sav.
Yeah, why are you turning into a proper professional radio presenter? thank you so much. Sir.
Can I just
Thank you, Sav.
Thank you.
And on the topic of birds, I just want to show off my Big Bird T-shirt. Where
Oh,
Big Bird is Mona Lisa. Because I love it.
I think that's definitely a Big Bird t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Troy Feeful.
Is a Big Bird a rapper?
This Big Bird.
No, not that big. Obviously, that's a children's
Sesame
character, isn't
Street.
it? But
Yeah,
isn't Big Bird a rapper?
Yeah.
I think it is.
he does, yeah.
Was it Birdman? That's
No,
such a
Birdman's
great
Michael
name,
Keaton.
though. Such a great name,
Big
Birdman.
Bird.
Because it sounds like a superhero name, but when you
It
think
did.
about it, it'll be the shittest superhero in the world.
Have you not seen Birdman?
Birdman!
I think someone needs to
He can't fly, he just does that.
Yeah, he's like,
I feel like someone needs to tell him about the Michael Keaton film.
Just,
Yeah, there's a film called Birdman with Michael Keaton.
Or The Unexpected
I
Virtue.
haven't actually seen it.
I've seen
who's
it.
Michael Keaton?
He used to play Batman.
Yeah, he used to play Batman. Have you seen the film Jack Frost? Christmas film.
No.
Basically, it's a Christmas film.
Is he the captain from the other guys?
Maybe, I don't know, I've not seen it.
You've not seen the other guys?
No.
Yeah, this is
Jack Frost is such a good film.
And it's really like,
Bit depressing, now.
very depressing. It's just, we had on VHS.
If you've not seen it, it's a Christmas film about
No,
this child's
no,
dad.
no.
No,
No, we don't recommend depressing stuff.
it's a Christmas film, so it's not that depressing.
Yeah,
But this kid's dad dies. That sounds really depressing. And then it comes back as a snowman.
It's not.
I'm sorry. In an attempt to get you to watch something, he just said this kid's dad dies and he comes back as a snowman. As if that's all the information you get. Okay, well, you know, that sounds like a great
I think he's
I wanna
used
get
that
on.
very well.
Yeah, but get this. At the end of the film, the snowman melts. So basically his dad just dies twice. It's the most depressing Christmas film. Well, get on it, Jack Frost. It might be on Netflix.
Do you know what? I'm not convinced. But if you let us know your thoughts on Jack Frost.
Send us your reviews.
If anyone's seen it, please get in touch. Send us an email.
thepodclueless@gmail.com.
How are you not working for IMDb, lad? Thief. Let's do the
We've
thief.
got Trolley Thief. But I'm not a fan of this
Okay, so
woman.
if you're not.
Because she puts hi Melina.
Okay.
Doesn't mention us.
Okay. She doesn't know us.
Well, it's our podcast.
If anything, that's a massive win for Melina in that she has such good engagement with the people that she knows?
I put the questions out to the improv group.
Melina's in the comedy improv group.
Are you still doing it now?
Yeah, I'm on the level 2 course now.
What do you do when you like? Do they actually grade it, or do you just like?
No, it's not really great. It's just like the beginning was the basics of improv. Now we're learning about being on stage.
What's the basics of improv?
Yes, and so for example, if someone gives a suggestion, you have to kind of go with it and have to like be quick.
Oh no.
Or like 3-line scenes. It's awesome.
I'm so sorry. I kind of left the room.
So down.
What
Did fall again.
are you laughing about? What was that laugh
I
for?
wasn't laughing at the improv.
I've been roasting enough for the improv stuff, honestly.
Yeah,
It's really
no.
a useful skill to have. Any comedians watching, it's a useful skill to have.
Yeah, it's not a real comedy though, is it?
No, I mean I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't have gone that because of improv. It's just like I just left the room for a second and started entertaining myself for some stupid reason.
No.
I mean, we could wrap up what's winding up for this week. You can say.
What's winding us up? We can talk about that, aren't we? What's winding you up this week? Go on, Ben. Actually, it's going to believe.
Yeah, go
What's
on.
winding you up?
You know what? Probably my sleeping pattern.
Sorry, Hannah. I said I didn't like you, and I feel really bad.
I really like Hannah.
I like Hannah.
I'm indifferent to me.
Hannah might move into this building,
I'm
so
sorry.
you could run into
I'm
her.
also sorry to who was the other one I said I didn't like.
You don't. It's okay. They won't be listening. It's okay.
Yeah, rule number 1 of podcasting: insult everybody you give you submissions.
Don't have a go at your fans.
Yeah, the only people who would have been invested to watch.
Like you don't want. If you're watching this, get it sent in. I can't believe.
Please send something.
I feel really bad. I'm just standing there going, we've listened to it, and I've told 2 people that didn't like him.
Yeah, I promise I'll try. I'll try to.
Thanks for all the submissions.
Stop the rage inside of him. But what's annoying you this week?
Probably my sleeping pattern, because it's my week off work in which I'm pretending to be a comedian.
Okay.
I have ADHD, and one of the symptoms of ADHD is insomnia, and I'm on the medication for ADHD, and one of the side effects of the medication, you guessed it, insomnia.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just different. It's just like different types of not being able to sleep. So yeah, I'm all over the place really. So without having my 9 to 5 this week, I'm all over the place.
Do you think it's exacerbated by the fact that you're out like most nights now because of the comedy thing?
Yes, probably makes it. Yeah. But when I am out a lot for comedy and stuff, I fall straight asleep because I'm just so knackered. I think, but because it's only going out and gigs and this kind of thing, I'm like.
Because that's the best sleep for me, you know.
Yeah,
when you're
after
exhausted
it's so
and you just
exhausted.
slap into the bed.
Yeah.
Like before Christmas when it was work and gigs, I would just.
See, I've had the opposite thing where like I'm struggling because I'm not I've not gone to a gig since like, Christmas. So like now I'm just working. So when I'm trying to fall asleep, I just can't seem to sleep now.
No, I'm the same.
So
I need both really.
You missed it?
Yeah.
You massively missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to get booked. We're gigging. I mean, I'll be at Hot Water on Monday. And you're doing Sunday.
Yeah. So by the time we watch this, we would have already played Hot Water.
Yeah, 24th of this month I'm doing Beat the Frog. Have you got anything else? Have you got anything booked in?
No.
Stage and Radio's back on February in Manchester.
Yeah. I've got my very first Hot Water New Act night on the Sunday. When you're watching this or listening to this, would have just passed, and then I think it's pretty much just open mic for us all.
Which is fair, most Mondays will be there, won't we?
Yeah.
Do you know what's annoying me, right? Is people being able to buy older kids' shoes.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
That annoys me. You know, grown adults that can buy older kids' shoes.
Oh, like my sister's a size 3.
Oh my god! I think I know what you mean. Like when they can still go like kids shopping and spend the money.
Yeah.
My twin sister is 5 foot tall.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And she can buy
That's
kids'
really
clothes.
good, yeah.
Like my brother, he's like older than me. He's a bit shorter, but he's got smaller feet. But
40-year-old in Heelys.
But the thing is that what annoys me the most is that he can buy any trainer, because like obviously you can get any trainer.
Yeah.
But in a kid's
shoe
size, right? But like all of his trainers cost like 50 quid less than mine.
Fucking hell.
Because you don't pay tax on kids' clothes either, do you?
Well, I've got size 13 feet, so even getting trainers that don't look like clown shoes.
Yeah.
You can't even get Jordans.
I can't. You can, but they sell out straight away.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Every single time Jordans drop, like some random people will buy them and they'll be on eBay the next day.
Yeah. I want some Jordan
like
ones. If
200 quid. If you know,
I wanna get some Jordan
he's not
ones.
interested in a hair transplant.
I haven't got it. I
Jordan ones.
didn't get anything for my birthday, so I'm going to buy something for myself.
Did you not get anything for your birthday?
Oh, this would be a sad way to end the podcast.
I don't. What was it you saying to me before that all my stories are sad?
Yeah, I didn't get anything for my birthday.
Did you get gift cards or anything, money?
Well, we gave you the gift of company.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
And I offered to take you to a comedy gig, but no.
The
Someone had
Clueless
other
pod
plans.
Instagram
a comedy gig
account,
she was performing at, but you know.
Yeah.
So
Thank
we
you
got
for watching.
It's sorry
What
for
a
the sorry for the
climax.
flat ending. I think the peak of that was probably early on in the section. This should have been.
We just.
I mean, this should have been a 2-minute long section. But
I can't believe
We've
I've
done-
done that the first thingy.
we've done 50 minutes.
So we've done almost like 2 hours.
Yeah, but a lot of that was before we actually properly started recording.
Oh yeah.
When you like farted.
Hopefully we can edit this into something.
No, it'll be sound. It's gonna be boss.
Yes.
Send us DMs, send us emails at thepodclueless@gmail.com. Any suggestions, it really helps out. We'll be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give it a follow on there.
Also,
And also YouTube page as well.
and we're gonna put little clips out, and so share them, please.
Yeah, TikTok as well. We'll be on TikTok, Instagram Reels.
Shorts on YouTube.
YouTube Shorts. What's the Instagram one? Oh, I said Instagram Reels. Yeah.
Mm.
We'll be on everywhere because we're going to really give it a push and give it a go. So we're going to probably be overbearing you a little bit, but
Fingers
give it a follow and give it a share. If you see any podcast clips, give it a share because the more people can see it, because obviously it helps us out.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. Get on it. See you next week, and it's my birthday party this Saturday, so I might be slightly hungover. Bye.
Masterfully done, Ben.
See you later. Go wed.